And then we'll have to just put this video on Reddit and YouTube really quick. What's going on, you guys? Strange Religion here out of Midnight Nation with just a very quick update on today's limited shop. So the new limited shop does have a lot to offer. The equipment scrap, that's going to give us 100 for 20,000. I feel like we're going to have way more than enough scraps by the time we get enough torn, ripped recipe fragments and pages in order to make UR gear, so I would recommend staying away from the scraps, but it is only 20,000, so it's your call, but the monsters are dropping between 2 and 5 scraps each, so 100 really doesn't seem like that much. Moving over to the Scrolls of Alchemy for Radiant Stones, I absolutely recommend staying away from those. Although it seems cheap for 250, the fact that you can reset your daily dungeon for 100 and then 200 to automatically get the Radiant Upgrade Stone, that means for 300 red diamonds, you just got 2 Radiant Stones, rather than just the recipe and still having to use 10 normal stones to craft it. So I would recommend staying away from the Scrolls of Alchemy and focusing on resetting your daily dungeon hell difficulty for the Radiant Stones themselves. Mappy for 400 blue, again that's going to be up to everyone. Blue diamonds are pretty expensive and hard to come by, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you only need one Mappy and you're impatient, you know, 400 is going to be cheaper than you can get it on the auction house. Moving over to Attribute Energy, seems pretty expensive for 20, since Rift Very Hard often drops 10 Attribute Energy as a loot. I want to say stay away from that. And then Scrolls of Alchemy for Attribute Stones, absolutely the S grade is going to be the best buy. So for 130 red diamonds, you're going to be able to use that 100 Attribute Energy that you're going to get over time from various things like bosses in the PK dungeon and the Rift, especially the Rift Very Hard when we get back to it. I think that's worth buying. Whereas the Grade R Attribute Stone and the Grade SR Attribute Stone actually require multiple stones from the previous grade, so I don't think that's worth it. I personally would rather use 3 Grade S Attribute Stones at a 10% chance each than change those into a Grade R for like the 28% or 30% chance or whatever it is, because you just never know. With a Grade S Attribute Stone, on the very first try, you could Attribute Break. So you're basically taking 3 potential Attribute Breaks and turning it into 1. So I highly recommend staying away from Grade R or SR Attribute Stone Scrolls. Moving over to Scrolls of Alchemy, Blessed. If you want to buy Blessed and you have an overabundance of normal scrolls, it's going to take 30 normal scrolls to turn into 1 Blessed. Not the best deal there. I would probably stay away from those. The triple XP potion I think is almost always worth it because it takes a lot of yellow herbs to craft that, but the triple XP only applies to the field and the extraction pit. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase that just because Adina is something you can get a lot of, and triple XP potions are very hard to come by. Other than that, that's 1 scroll for 50. That's even more expensive than the auction house, or maybe just like slightly less expensive, so probably not worth buying. So that's it for the limited shop for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and it comes in handy. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You guys, so we did, I feel like, wasted 10,000 red diamonds yesterday on these 10+1s, but